Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Theory of Automata and Formal Languages. We are into unit number 1 where we are studying about the concept of automata and its different types. So as a part of introductory topics, we have learned about the introduction for this automata, the different type of concepts about automata like different terminologies we have understood like alphabet, strings, then power and length. Okay, so these are the few terminologies we have understood in my previous lectures. Okay, in this particular lecture we will learn about a little bit knowledge about what are the formal languages involved in automata theory. Okay, I won't be able to explain to you each and every terms because these are all segregated into unit wise. If you haven't understood the topic of finite automata DFA suppose, then you won't be able to understand the concept of regular language, because these entire topics we will discuss one after another. In this particular lecture we will only learn what and all are included into the types or what is the formal languages. Okay, just a brief introductory topic. Okay, so generally let us start off with the topic which is known as the formal languages. Actually, you know what is mean by a language, right? So generally, if I ask you that what generally language is all about, or what is the meaning of language in English words, it's nothing but a system of communication used by particular you can say human communication, either spoken or written, consisting of the words in a, you can say, as a structured or a conventional way. So that is generally what exactly the meaning of a language in terms of English, right? The same concept over here, but here it is in the form of an abstraction of some special characteristics of a programming languages. Okay, and basically in terms of theory of automata we will be learning in form of some set of strings. Okay, and if I say suppose just for example I will let you know that a language, that collection that consists of a set of strings where every string it starts with a, that means you have understood that we are having some set of strings. Okay, some input alphabets, suppose there should be input alphabets, otherwise you won't be getting the output part, right? In automata what is going, some input stuff is being taken and then some processing is being done and then produces the output, right? So over some input strings, say suppose a and b. Okay, we are having a particular set of strings where it is starting with a. So you have understood that we have to create a particular such type of language where it is starting with a. So this kind of examples we will look into, and we will try to construct different kind of automatas as well. Okay, so generally if I talk about a language, a formal language, it is nothing but it's an abstraction of a general characteristics of a programming language which is in the form of a set of strings. Okay, and that we will learn one after another. Okay, if I talk about the types, it is not possible to explain each and every types over here, because if I have to explain you deterministic context-free language, first you have to understand the whole and soul concept of regular language. Okay, you have to understand what is the meaning of a finite automata, what is the meaning of finite automata with output, without output, everything. So that's why this entire types of formal languages has been divided into 5 units. Okay, and each unit will be learning one language and one grammar and one word acceptor. Okay, actually if I talk about any finite automata, it has been divided into, or for understanding any automata it has been divided into 3 parts. One is a acceptor part, okay, one is a generator part, and one is a representator part. Okay, acceptor will be the one which generally accepts or it takes particular set of inputs. Okay, and then produces certain things, and then finally it produces the output. Okay, it processes certain process, and then it finally produces the output. So those acceptors are nothing but like finite automata, that is DFA, NFA, epsilon NFA, and finite automata with output, Murray machines. Okay, acceptors can be push down automata, acceptors can be linear bounded automata, acceptors can be Turing machine. So these entire acceptors okay, are the one which generally accepts the strings. There are other part which is known as the generator. Generator is the one which generally generates a particular set of strings, correct, or generates a language. Okay, so this generator we will be learning about in the form of a grammar. Grammar means what? Set of rules. The same concept you will be learning over here. Okay, now if we talk about the types of regular languages, it starts formal languages, it starts off with regular language. Okay, a language which is accepted by a finite automata. Finite automata means DFA, NFA, which you will be learning in this unit. Okay, or you can say a language which is generated by the regular grammar, that is also known as your regular languages. Okay, then this you will be learning entirely in unit number 1, okay, and also in unit number 2, because a third part I have told as representative. Representative are nothing but regular expressions. Okay, so we will be learning about expressions also, that we'll be learning in unit number 2. Okay, now next type of language is known as deterministic. Actually it is this 2 and 3 are both almost similar. This is context, it is a part of context free language only. Actually if we talk about acceptor, in case of context free languages, we are having two types of acceptors. One is deterministic push down automata, and the other one is non-deterministic or simply push down automata. So if a language is accepted by deterministic push down automata, that is known as deterministic context free languages, correct? And if a language accepted by only push down automata or non-deterministic, that is known as a context free language. And if a language generated by a context free grammar, that is known as your context free language. So everywhere you will be learning about this acceptor part and this generator part. Okay, so we'll be discussing briefly in unit number 3 about this particular topic. Okay, so unit number 3 and unit number 4. Unit number 3 you will be learning entirely about context free grammar. Okay, and unit number 4 you will be learning about particularly about DCFL and CFL. Okay, now moving to number 4. 4 is context sensitive language, and this language, actually this is the you can say fourth part of a particular hierarchy we will be learning about. Okay, this is nothing but a language which is accepted by a linear bounded automata, which is more powerful than push down automata. Okay, and we will be learning about this in depth. Actually there is no particular unit for this particular topic, as because once we will learn context Chomsky hierarchy, you will be able to learn the expressive power or the strength of this particular automatas. Okay, and also you'll be learning about types of grammars. That time you will be able to know that what's a small difference between this particular linear bounded automata and Turing machine. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, just you need to know the terminology in this particular lecture. Okay, and fifth one is your recursive language. Actually recursive language and the recursively enumerable language, these two are two topics that you have to learn about in particularly in unit number 5 you will be learning about this. Okay, so actually if I talk about a small difference between these two, okay, both are same only, it is accepted by Turing machine only. Okay, but what's the small difference? In case of recursive language, Turing machine has a concept of halting or accepting, halting or rejecting, or halt or never halt. Okay, that means it will be continuously in a loop structure. Okay, that you will learn once you are done with all these units. Okay, so recursive language halts on every string. Okay, that is a main difference. Recursive language halts on every string. Okay, and in case of recursively enumerable language, it accepts every string or not. This is the main concept. Okay, so it generally, once you are done with unit number 4, you will be moving into the concept of Turing machine, how it is working. Then you will be able to learn what is the concept of halting, what is the concept of accepting, what is the concept of rejecting the strings entirely. Okay, so basically in this lecture you are just into a little bit of understanding of how the formal languages has been divided. Okay, and what are the different types, what is the basic definition of a formal language, and so on. So I think you have understood the basic terminologies of these formal languages and what are the different types. I would suggest that you please attend a video which is known as, or you can see a video which is known as Chomsky hierarchy. In that particular Chomsky hierarchy, I have given you the hierarchy of how the languages, grammars or acceptors has been divided into 4 categories, and that you can understood there. And then also you can or as you start off with the unit wise, you will come across with all these topics one after another. Okay, thank you for watching the video. If you're having any suggestions or any queries from your side, you can comment down below, and do subscribe my channel, because you'll be getting all the updated videos as well, because we'll be working not only with the unit wise, particular topic wise, but also with examples. Okay, after completion of every unit, we'll be doing one video for examples. Okay, so thank you for watching the video, and stay safe. Thank you.